Good morning, it's Joyful Hermit. We're making progress. I'm upright more, and I'm going to see there's a doctor that specializes in necks, a chiropractor, and he teaches at a local Catholic university but also has a private practice and sort of believes that the neck really affects everything else in the body, and I think this is the right guy for me. I'm going on in about 3 days. Can't wait. He can do anything he wants to my neck. He's sort of eager to get his hands on me when I told him I've had back pain and stuff for years, and I didn't mention my shoulder now after the surgery last fall. So I'm also going to go attempt my driving today and see about getting my hair cut. And I'll put on my face again so that I don't look so sick or pasty. Still really disoriented, dizzy, but I guess this can keep up for a couple more weeks. And I'm not too dizzy that I can't, I'm getting used to this feeling. I've been thinking a lot about people who have closed head injuries, and they're affected all their life. They have a head trauma or something, which of course I haven't had, but at least it gives me a little glimpse of another type of suffering. And this is very good, very good to develop our breadth of compassion for all kinds of people with all kinds of sufferings. I have some poems that I'm going to read. One is, I read these years and years ago. One is called Vicarious Suffering, and vicarious suffering is sort of a mystical thing or a spiritual thing of suffering on behalf of others. And sometimes this can actually happen in a very real sense. In one instance, I was praying for a young mother who had terrible cancer, and I offered, anything to help her. I was already, I'm already sort of laid up all the time anyway. So, and I'm used to pain more than people who just get something and aren't used to it. So I always ask the Lord to let me help carry the cross for someone else, and sometimes He grants it to me. In fact, this neck thing may be something of somebody I don't even know, but also very much for me. And so vicarious suffering is suffering on behalf of others. And you just offer, and the Lord will decide what He wants to do anyway. And then, of course, sometimes when you get the pain, like I got terrific hip pain, and this woman who had cancer years ago, and this happened years ago, her sister called me, and I said, oh, I just tremendous, tremendous, tremendous hip pain, but how's Lainey? How's your sister? She says, oh, she had been having horrible, horrible hip pain. I said, which hip? And she said, and it was the hip I was having. She said, but somehow, just all of a sudden the other day, she had a total release from that hip pain and is just so grateful and can't figure out why. And of course, I, in faith, knew that, and it helped me bear the hip pain I was having. It was the same hip, and it made me very happy to think that, in faith, that somehow the Lord had let me bear this young mother's pain, at least for a while. She ended up, yes, she did die, and I wrote a poem about being a mother from heaven. I'll read that maybe some other time too, but I'm going to read a couple on pain, maybe just one for now. This is vicarious suffering. The pain, O Lord, from whence the source? This body, your body, another's, and by your body, it can be the body of Christ, or it can be Christ's body, even in a mystical sense, or in the timelessness of His body when He was on earth. We have to be very open and filled with faith and stretched beyond just the here and now at times. A different wound, stabbing, gnarling, thigh-wrestling sinew across bone, moaning motion to a halting gasp. O Lord, the question then, who am I? The answer, I am pain. Now, who am I? Not pain, am naught. Arrogance thought this creaking heap could suffer sorrows of the world, be blessed with vivid, crucifying color in knifing crimson. not so impenetrable as crown o' thorn pain, but linger-licking, munching, regurgitating cud pain. O Lord, how cowing the truth! Ask, receive, but am too unprepared to don vestments of vicarious suffering. Sly doubt seeps into crevice joint mind. Could it be earth pain, easily nursed, a tonic doused flame of searing, healed? No, this vessel tripped and cracked, soul grasped the point. So you think you can suffer for others? Here then, try, my little one. Go on now, take a dose. It hurts! For mercy your little one begged. This wee seed thirsts for much salving attention. Am not enough, am not enough. O Lord, keep sword teaching. O love, until thus I am humble grown. And at that time, yes, I realized, you can offer big things, and then even when some little suffering comes along, you're going crazy trying to deal with it. And I was sort of that way this week. At least I couldn't read. I still haven't been able to. I can't really do much anything. I did do another little load of laundry this morning, and but I was writing emails, and this one friend, my daughter happened to be staying at her condo while my daughter was house hunting, and my longtime friend, who I haven't seen in years, but she said, "Oh my, your mother wrote me 3 really long emails last night." And my daughter said, "Oh yeah, that's what happens when she doesn't feel well. She just rambles and writes, and that's about the only thing she can do to sort of help hang on and distract from the pain and pray." So anyway, that was sort of amusing, I guess, in a way. Just what happens. Anyway, I think I had another one, but in my days, I maybe have lost the spot where it was. Let's see, give one more try. Yeah, who knows. Anyway, I'll try to find it. Probably best to do shorter videos anyway. God bless His real presence in you. And on a side note, my spiritual director had had his secretary email, I think it was Tuesday, to say, oh, he'd be in touch. Nothing, no word, no little consolation from the earthly spiritual director that, the mortals. And he has such a deep faith, and he's very, very spiritual. But you see, the Lord intends this. And the parish priest, even, he never returned the 2 voicemails or even his secretary's voicemail to ask, could I please access our insurance, our little $5,000 liability for injury on the site. Silence, not a word. He, in fact, is having a rather serious surgery this morning. I mean, it could end up being serious, depending on the outcome. But, the Lord intends this. He wants to see if I can handle this one better than I handled the injustices of the injury and the total being ignored without any consolation or support or guidance last fall with the shoulder rotator cuff surgery. So trying to do better and understand that it is so that when we're busy and able to be out more in the world, we get caught up in things, and it's very easy to forget those who are hidden away suffering, and it's up to us, who are the ones hidden away in suffering, the victim souls, the ones who offer ourselves for vicarious suffering, to take it and to have compassion and a reality to know people in the world are busy, and they can't begin to comprehend the degree of pain. Even if you have pain, get some pain medication, take a pill, stop bothering. Or even they don't understand that pain medication, often with vicarious suffering, that's something that's also supernatural, and sometimes the remedies of earth do not break through into the spiritual. Just have to trust and have faith. Smile, laugh, think of the song even in Lent, I can't keep but singing. I can't keep for singing. And anyway, all you who suffer and those who don't, God bless His real presence in you.